boycotting Game 5 of their series against the Orlando Magic.
We are told that the Bucks are in serious discussion about perhaps not playing.
God, just shoot him. Why the you shoot him that many times?
Racism we know exists.
29-year-old Jacob Blake was reportedly trying to break up a domestic dispute between two women when police were called.
ESPN is reporting that the Bucks are officially boycotting Game 5. This appears to be in response to the latest police shooting in Wisconsin.
The Milwaukee Bucks have decided to boycott Game 5. You see the tweet right there.
Human life. Let it marinate in your mouth, in your minds. A human life. Just like every single one of y'all and everywhere else. We're human.
They did not come out onto the court to play. The Magic were out there warming up, then went back to their locker room.
In a historic move during the NBA playoffs, the Milwaukee Bucks decided to boycott Game 5 against the Orlando Magic.
His life matters. So many people have reached out to me telling me they're sorry that this happened to my family. Well, don't be sorry, because this has been happening to my family for a long time.
We heard from Jacob Blake's sister just yesterday pleading for change. The injustices that continue throughout this country should be center. The Bucks clearly feel the least they can do is sit out a playoff game to keep our attention. In my view, Brooklyn Nets point guard Kyrie Irving deserves an apology from everybody. He was the one player who asked others, please sit out. Press on, demand reform. On a call with 100 NBA players, he made an impassioned plea to make a stand and sit out. He said he was willing to give up everything he had for social reform. Now we are seeing more players, and not only on Twitter, as we see with Jamal Murray and Josh Hart and a few others, but we're seeing more and more players now backing a boycott. It is really not that surprising, though, considering that just 4 years ago, Colin Kaepernick peacefully protested during the anthem, an anthem written by slave owner Francis Scott Key, to demand accountability to police brutality and systemic racism plaguing this nation. Jacob Blake was nearly killed by police. Breonna Taylor's murderers are still not behind bars, nor are they charged. But Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, a protege of Mitch McConnell, is speaking at the RNC. He's able to do this and various other things in his life, but still, accountability is not strong enough for him or something he's willing to do. The reason this boycott hits close to home for the Milwaukee Bucks is because of a few instances. One is third-year player Sterling Brown. The case of Brown everyone should know about. He was tased by police over a routine parking violation. A false police report was made by officers. The institutional bending of truth from precincts is not immune. No one is immune from it, including if you have the lure and contracts of being an NBA player. Former Buck and current Detroit Piston John Henson also saw what America was. This team was seen out in public with the Black Lives Matter protests in the wake of George Floyd's assassination. You know, MLK once said, in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. I guess you can count the Bucks in the friend category because they refuse to remain silent.